The late Permian mass extinction eliminated almost all life on Earth. However, some species survived and evolved into new ones. The early Triassic period saw significant evolution among reptiles. The Triassic period spanned almost 51 million years, starting around 252 million years ago and ending around 201 million years ago, just before the Jurassic period. The Triassic period is also known as part of the Mesozoic era. Intense volcanic activity, fluctuations in oxygen and carbon dioxide levels, and rising sea levels led to the extinction of about 30% of terrestrial vertebrates in the late Permian catastrophe, according to scientists. Yet, the early Triassic saw the recovery and evolution of some species. During this phase, the land masses were joined together in a supercontinent called Pangaea, surrounded by the Panthalassa Ocean. Fluctuations in temperature were common during this period. The coastal areas of this landmass were lush and surrounded by lakes and rivers, while the inland areas were covered by deserts. The dominant plant species were non-flowering plants, such as conifers, ferns, cycads, and gingos. These plants nourished insects. Abundant tectonic activity led to elevated CO2 levels in the atmosphere. These elevated CO2 levels increased the temperature of Earth's atmosphere and contributed to the formation of shallow seas. Winged insects, including dragonflies and mayflies, as well as other insects like bugs and cicadas, which belong to the Hemiptera group, had already appeared before the Triassic period and continued to evolve. Orthoptera, another group of insects that includes grasshoppers and crickets, also evolved prior to the Triassic. Beetles, however, first appeared in the late Triassic period. Animal life thrived during this period. It included amphibians, rhynchosaurs, and primitive crocodilomorphs. Despite this, there was a decline in amphibians during the Triassic period. Can you visualize the thunderous roars and calls during the Mesozoic period? The first appearance of dinosaurs was at the end of the late Triassic period, about 230 million years ago. There were small dinosaurs hunting in the lush lands of the Triassic. Paesanosaurus, the smallest dinosaur of the early Mesozoic era, belonged to the Ornithischian group and stood less than 3.5 feet tall. It hunted in Triassic environments, walking on two legs. Its diet included ferns and possibly early conifers. Carnivorous dinosaurs, like Eoraptor, which were small compared to other dinosaurs, were theropods measuring 1 to 2 meters. They likely preyed on small vertebrates and insects. Their lightweight bodies enabled them to move quickly, and their sharp teeth suggest they hunted amphibians, reptiles, and early mammals. Another carnivorous dinosaur was Herbivorous, which was larger than Eoraptor, measuring up to 6 meters in length and weighing up to 500 kilograms. Its slender and agile body, along with muscular limbs, allowed it to capture mammal-like reptiles such as cynodonts, crocodilomorphs, and small dinosaurs. Its sharp teeth enabled it to bite through the thick skin of crocodilomorphs. Of course, there were large dinosaurs too. Plateosaurus, a herbivorous dinosaur known for its long neck and small head, walked on 2 legs and fed on plants such as ferns and cycads. A reptile closely related to dinosaurs, known as Alwalcaria, lived from 252 million years ago to 201 million years ago. The specific diet of Alwalcaria has not been fully determined due to limited fossil evidence. However, based on its environment, it is considered omnivorous, likely consuming a variety of plants and small animals. There is also a possibility that it scavenged on dead animals. Labyrinthodonts lived in swamps and resembled a mixture of frogs and crocodiles, stalking small fishes. Like modern crocodiles, they waited patiently with an open mouth, prepared to ensnare any passing prey. Many reptiles resembling mammals lived alongside dinosaurs during this era, hunting at night to avoid larger predators. They stayed in burrows during the day and emerged at night. These creatures were as large as modern wolves. Marine life consisted of early ray-finned and lobe-finned fishes. Fossil records show the presence of ichthyosaurs, marine reptiles with fish-like bodies that lived during the Triassic period. They were distant relatives of snakes and lizards, with long skulls and beaks that made them adept at catching fish and squids. Cartilaginous fish, such as sharks, swam through the marine waters of the Triassic period. Other marine reptiles included placoderms, which ate shellfish, and nothosaurs, which consumed fish, crabs, and possibly eggs. These reptiles coexisted with ichthyosaurs in marine environments. At the same time, the oceans were filled with other creatures, including invertebrates such as ammonites and nautiloids. Across this time, large trees were scarce, but dense forests of conifers, cycads, and ferns provided food for dinosaurs and other land and marine creatures. At the end of the Triassic period, a significant extinction event occurred, known as the Triassic-Jurassic extinction event. This event resulted in the decline of many terrestrial and marine species, including amphibians and early dinosaurs. The exact reasons for the extinction are still debated, but hypotheses include continuous volcanic eruptions, changes in sea levels due to tectonic activity, or possibly an asteroid impact. Despite these challenges, life persisted and transitioned into subsequent geological eras. Surviving organisms evolved and contributed to shaping our planet now.